Same Thailand, but completely different trips. If you're planning a trip to Thailand, choosing between Phuket and Koh Samui is not a small decision. Because these two islands don't just look different, they feel different. And if you choose the wrong one for your travel style, your trip can feel completely off. So instead of just comparing them, let's look at what it actually feels like to travel to each one. When you arrive in Phuket, the first thing you notice is scale. It feels like a full destination, busy airport, big roads, lots of hotels, restaurants, and things happening everywhere. Phuket is the largest island in Thailand, and you feel that immediately. Koh Samui feels completely different. The arrival is smaller, quieter, and more relaxed. Even the airport feels more like a tropical resort than a city. Right away, you can tell Phuket is more energetic, while Samui feels slower and more laid back. Both islands have beautiful beaches, but the experience is not the same. In Phuket, beaches are more active. Places like Patong are busy, full of people, water sports, beach vendors, and nightlife nearby. But Phuket also has quieter beaches. You just need to travel a bit to find them. Koh Samui feels more consistent. The beaches are generally calmer, less crowded, and more focused on relaxing. Many areas are built around resorts, so the experience feels more private and slower. If your idea of a beach is activity, movement, and energy, Phuket fits better. If your idea is quiet mornings and long sunsets, Samui fits better. This is one of the biggest mistakes travelers make, ignoring the weather. Phuket and Koh Samui are on different sides of Thailand, so their seasons are completely different. Phuket's best weather is usually from November to April, while its rainy season runs from around May to October. Koh Samui is almost the opposite. It stays relatively dry from January to around August, and its rainy season comes later, from October to December. That means, if you travel in summer, Koh Samui is usually the safer choice. If you travel at the end of the year, Phuket is often better. This alone can decide your entire trip. When it comes to overall vibe, this is where Phuket and Koh Samui feel completely different. Phuket is much more energetic and commercial. Areas like Patong are busy from morning until late at night. During the day, you have beach activities, water sports, and crowds. At night, the same area turns into one of the biggest nightlife hubs in Thailand, with clubs, bars, and beach parties running until very late. Even outside Patong, Phuket still feels active. There are beach clubs, rooftop bars, night markets, and a constant sense that something is happening. Koh Samui is different. It still has nightlife, especially around Chaweng, but the scale is smaller and the energy is more relaxed. Instead of big nightlife zones, you'll find beach bars, casual music venues, and places where people gather without the same intensity. Continue with things to do. In Phuket, you will probably move around a lot. There are many different areas to explore: beaches, old town, viewpoints, markets, and nearby islands. Day trips are a big part of the experience, especially to places like Phi Phi Islands or Phang Nga Bay. It feels like a destination where you keep discovering new places every day. Koh Samui is more contained. You still have activities, waterfalls, temples, island hopping to Ong Thong Marine Park, or trips to Koh Tao for diving, but the pace is slower. Instead of trying to see everything, you spend more time enjoying where you are. Beach time, resort time, and simply staying in one area becomes part of the experience. So Phuket gives you more variety and movement. Koh Samui gives you more consistency and relaxation. In Phuket, accommodation is extremely diverse. You can find budget hostels, mid-range hotels, large resorts, and luxury villas, all within the same area. This makes Phuket very flexible, especially if you're traveling with different budgets or planning a longer trip. It also means you can easily change locations during your stay to experience different parts of the island. Koh Samui feels more focused. You'll find fewer budget options and more boutique resorts, beachfront hotels, and private villas. Many of these places are designed for comfort and privacy, which is why Samui is often chosen for couples, honeymoon trips, or travelers looking for a more curated experience. In general, Samui can feel slightly more expensive for similar standards, but also more peaceful and less crowded. Getting to Phuket is much easier. It has a large international airport with direct flights from many countries and frequent domestic connections. Once you arrive, transportation is also easier, with taxis, tours, and road access across the island. This convenience is one of the reasons Phuket feels more developed and more crowded. Koh Samui is more limited. Most travelers need to connect through Bangkok, and flights are fewer and often more expensive. This naturally reduces the number of visitors and keeps the island less busy. Getting around Samui is also simpler but less varied. You'll mostly rely on taxis, motorbikes, or hotel transfers, and the island itself is smaller, so there are fewer areas to explore. So Phuket is easier and more connected. Samui is slightly harder to reach, but that's part of why it feels more exclusive. If you want to decide quickly, here's how to think about it. Phuket is better for more variety, beaches, islands, markets, nightlife. More things to do, you won't run out of activities. Easier access, direct flights, and better transport. A more active, energetic trip. Koh Samui is better for a slower pace, more time to relax and stay in one place. Quieter beaches, less crowded, more peaceful. Resort-style experience, villas, beachfront stays, privacy. A more laid-back and consistent atmosphere. When it comes to weather, Phuket is better from November to April. Koh Samui is better from May to August. And for overall feeling, Phuket feels bigger, busier, and more dynamic. Koh Samui feels smaller, calmer, and more relaxed. So in the end, it's simple. If you want energy and variety, choose Phuket. If you want relaxation and a slower experience, choose Koh Samui. Thailand isn't just one experience, it's many different journeys. Phuket and Koh Samui are just two ways to explore it. The key is not to follow what everyone else chooses, but to find what feels right for you. Because the best trips are not just about where you go, but how you experience it.